Oh, I am on the wrong page for starting our live stream. I apologize. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Zaria Rayleigh Jack Green, if you didn't know. And I am here today for day 21. We are officially 3 weeks in. Day 21 of the Reset My Life 30-Day Journaling Challenge. Now, with today's challenge, we are going to be focusing on some purpose, some intention, some energetic embodiment, and really honing in on the reasons that we're choosing certain things today. Okay, so that's what we're going over today. And I will say, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and I don't know if I can replace it without. Okay, we'll get there eventually. But if you would like to go ahead and pull out your journaling analysis process workbook so that we can go ahead and dive in straight into our analysis today, I will be ready with all of that information as we go in. I do want to start off with our daily affirmational statements. And as I give our daily affirmational statements, I do just want to pull up a vision board, a virtual vision board that I've done for myself, specifically because when you come up with these 3 words, this is how I choose to use them. So I'll show you how I put my vision board up and the 3 words that I chose. And then I'll go over my whys with you all today, as well as start diving into some analysis with you as well that I've done for this journaling prompt. So, with my daily affirmations today, my affirmational statements, and just be patient as I move the things on the screen for just a moment. But my affirmational statements today, I've definitely been feeling more, more energetically aligned with the things that are going on in my life. And I've also felt like, okay. I think I have a good affirmation for my, let's see. So, where did it go? I apologize, you all, because I didn't even realize that I didn't have this last picture up and I had already pressed go live. Okay, there we go. So we're going to let that load and I'll go back into the statements for today. So, thank you for riding along this ride with me because today has definitely been a full day for me, a full day. So, my affirmation, my appreciation. I am proud of the energy I resonate with and respond to. Okay, bet. And then let's see. My gratitude, I believe. I am grateful. Actually, no, my affirmation is coming to me. I embody all of who I am with grace, appreciation, understanding, and support. Okay, and then finally, I am grateful for my innate drive to research, gain knowledge, share experiences, and teach empathetic communication. Okay, so I'm going to read all three of my statements for you all today for day 21 of the Reset My Life 30-Day Journaling Challenge, which are my daily appreciation today. I am proud of the energy I resonate with and respond to. My daily affirmation today: I embody all of who I am with grace, appreciation, understanding, and support. Boom. Okay, my gratitude for today: I am grateful for my innate drive to research, gain knowledge, share experiences, and teach empathetic communication. So, those are my daily statements today. That's what we've walked into. And the prompt today, we're just going to go ahead and jump in because I've already kind of given you a preview. We're picking 3 words. So I'm going to read it for you. What 3 words embody the energy, habits, thoughts, and environments of your new vision of you and your life? Why do they embody, these new visions of you and your life? So let's go ahead and write down the prompt. I'm writing it down for myself as well. And as you think about some words, I want you to really dive into the overall energy, not just like this is the preparation stage of my life. What is the actual energy behind that? Is it planning in detail? Is it like, what exactly is the underlying energy and feeling behind that? Habits, thoughts. I may write slower than you all, so we'll see. And then if you're watching this in the future, all you have to do is just pause. Pause it if you need more time to write. And I'm sure you can skip like 10 seconds ahead or so to see if I've finished writing and moved on. And your life. Why? Well, the why is so when you're thinking of 3 words, they're going to be words that are energies that you can literally embody. Um, so this can be words like intention or um, even excitement. Maybe um, you're looking to embody some conscientiousness, being more reflection, introspection. Some other words could be appreciation, literally, like just the words that have a sort of energy to them that explain everything of why you do what you do or why you're choosing to do what you do. So if you're having trouble understanding how to even come up with these 3 questions, you can use the journaling analysis process workbook here and free for you to download in the description box. And you can use analysis version 1 to create some more questions or prompts to give you clarity or insight into today's journaling prompt. And then make sure as you were writing the journaling prompt and reading it, you notated down the feelings that you were feeling at that time so you can go ahead and do your analysis version 3 in the future if you want to come back to it, or you can just go ahead and do it today. Now, next. Oh, I'd like to go over my 3 words with you all. So the image that I was pulling up before, where's my water? Because this is I'm about to talk a lot. I have a feeling. Okay. All right. So This is my specific, and let me make sure y'all can see my face. Like, geez, okay. This is the vision board that I put together for myself at the beginning of the year. And I won't be explaining everything that's on here. If you want to see more of that journey, then you can follow my personal YouTube channel and just stay tuned for those sorts of videos. But I have created this whole vision board, and the first thing I did was pick my three main words at the top. Actually, the first thing I did was prioritize. I did my answer from yesterday's prompt, which was listing our 10. Was that yesterday or day 19? Let me not misspeak. Yep, it was day 19, actually. Oh, I'm lying even again. It was day 18. On day 18, you listed your top 10 priorities. That's something I did before I even came up with my three words. And then after I came up with day 18, I was like, okay, from here, I need to figure out what exactly these next this whole next year is about for me, and what the first main quarter is really going to be intense in. And that's where answering day 19 can come in handy, because you'll sort of see the themes that keep reoccurring and popping up inside your statements and the questions that you wrote for each aspect of your life. So definitely revisit prompts 18, 19 to just gain more insight into the themes and energies that you already naturally would like to embody in this upcoming season of your life. But also pay attention to your answers to day 20, because you probably wrote down some traits that you definitely don't want to repeat again, or some traits that surprisingly showed up for you that you want to keep up and maintain. So, when it comes to answering day 21's prompt, don't be afraid to go back to day 1, day 2, day 18, day 19, whatever specific days that you feel are going to give you more insight into yourself in these three main words. Do it. Just do it. Okay. Now, for me, my three main words are balance, alignment, and abundance. So, for me, the reason I chose balance, if we actually look back at, okay, so if I look at a lot of the statements and questions that I shared with you all, I can see how alignment ended up on my board. And with my personal statement from day 19, I chose to have the question, what can be adjusted to my routine to enhance my life experiences? And my statement was, I know my values, I feel my vision, I embody myself. So those all go under the theme of alignment, or even realizations. So that's kind of how I started to come up with my themes, the top three words that I wanted to actually give. So with these three words, you can start to ask yourself in every day, how can I be more balanced, aligned, and abundant in the ways that I deal with myself today? You can literally just wake up and ask yourself, how can I be more my first word, my second word, and my third word today? What's one action that can actually give me all of those? And that way you wake up every single day with a purpose and a mission that actually is aligned with the vision you're achieving. Okay. So, another way that I realized that, okay. So my finances, I didn't share my finance statement and question with you all on day 19, but here they are. So my finances statement, I am safe to pursue and achieve. And my finances question, does this add more to my life? And that's where the abundance comes in. That's where abundance came in on my actual vision board. Like, this isn't just something that is a vision board, it's really the foundational basis for how I choose to move through life now. I choose to move through life with these three things in mind every single day, all the time, every single day, all the time, every single day. And it does help that I've made this my screensaver. So it's not something I can actually get away from. And it's not even something that I have to intentionally seek out. It is right there for me to see. And everything I need to feel empowered is actually on this sheet. So if you see under my three words, I wrote a whole different sentence. And I'm going to be going over how to come up with that sentence for you guys in the next few days. It's not today because we're really just focused on the three words. I just want to focus on the three words. But I'll show you guys how I created this whole vision board for myself. And I'll actually be taking you through the journey. Like I said, on my birthday back on February 12th, I was going to be moving into this new year with more birthday energy just year round and actually documenting that. So I've started documenting it already, and I am definitely excited to start sharing that journey with you all. But the reasons I chose all of my individual words, that's something that I'll be sharing with people who follow my personal channel. So I know it can get a little confusing if you're watching on either channel, but I have a personal channel, which is Zaria Rayleigh Jack Green. And then I have a business channel, which is Pampered&Luxed. Right now, Pampered&Luxed has all of these challenges. It has all the workbooks. It has all the free resources. It has everything like that because I needed to separate the personal growth aspect of my brand from the personal brand aspect of my business, if that makes sense to you all. But that's how things are going with me right now. And I'll be sharing my journey on Zaria Rayleigh Jack Rain. Okay. So that's how I came up with these three different words. I chose to look back at day 18, where I listed my top 10 priorities. I looked back at day 19. I saw my statements and my questions that I laid out for myself. I also looked over my affirmational statements that I've been giving myself over the past month or so. And I was like, okay, these are the three things that I have been really moving more towards. These are the three things that have really been helping me hone in on my holistic purpose and holistic vision for my life. Let me put these on my affirmation board. And they were the first thing I put on this board. It wasn't the pictures, it wasn't that sentence below, it was those words. The top three words right there: balance, alignment, abundance. Now you can choose whatever words you like. Um, but be intentional with the words and know yourself enough to know, okay, I'm being a little surface level. I think I want to go deeper. So, some people, you can put the word purpose on your vision board or even intentional, but what is it exactly that you want to be more intentional or purposeful in? Like, don't be afraid to ask yourself a little bit more to see if, okay, I'm being a little too broad right now. Let me be a little more specific about what I want. So some people might say on their board that they want adventure. But there are all different types of adventures. You can go on physical adventures. You can go on a mindfulness journey adventure. You can literally just be more adventurous with the ways that you cook in your house. Like, what exactly do you mean by adventure? Because some people may say, no, I just want all the adventure, all the new adventures I can have. Some people are saying, oh, actually, I just want to be more creative in everyday life, that type of adventurous. Some people may say, oh, I want to be more of a free thinker and not an overthinker so that I'm actually being more adventurous with the risks that I take. So be very specific as you can get with your overall themes for the next. This is something to do for the next year. You're thinking about themes that you want to hone in for the next year. If you're like, whoa, 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 that's a little too much, I'm kind of freaking out. Wait, what? Then just do it for the next 3 months, for a quarter. Do it for a quarter of the year and start there. That's kind of how I started off my journeys. I started off, I'm kind of done with this vision board, so I'm going to take it away. But that's how I started off with my journeys. I started with just the 30-day journaling challenge. And the first one that I actually get ready for change workbook. And I did it as a 30-day journey. I went through it. I was like, oh, okay, wow, there's a lot of knowledge that I'm about to use that I just learned about myself to actually do even better, even more. So I did this back in March of 2024. It's currently February 2025. No, 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 not March, June, May through June of 2024. And after doing it, I actually started, don't fall. I actually started working on everything that I genuinely needed to work on to make sure that I could start taking orders for my business. This was something that I was at the stage at and ready for a good 1 to 2 years before I actually did it. A whole 1 to 2 years that could have been being done because I wasn't actually ready mentally to change that part of my life. So once I did that journaling challenge, I was like, okay, that was really great. That was like really, really great. I'm going to, like, I understand exactly how impactful this is. This needs to go out to other people so that they can reap the benefits. Like, the amount of confusion that just completely dwindled away after I completed the Get Ready for Change workbook was wild. There was a lot of confusion in my life, a lot of listening to all these other things that had nothing to do with me, all these other people who didn't actually understand the inner workings of my mind, my life, my values, and my goals. Like, it literally deleted all of that and helped me start to stop second guessing myself. That was wild. After that, I actually was like, okay, let me give myself a quarter journey to go on. And that didn't really go as well as I thought it would the first time I tried. Through by the like end of the third month, I was like, okay, I think I need to add a little bit more structure throughout each 30 days to just give myself something a little bit more consistent with the change. That's when I decided to do the Regain My Power 30-day challenge back in September of 2024. And as I was doing that challenge, I realized that, okay, I'm just going to keep doing 30-day challenges for myself. This is something that I need right now. And I am going to do this because it's going to help me stay on track with myself. It's going to help me actually hone in and really realize these visions that I have, genuinely finish changing my life. So after September 2024, I completed that 30-day journaling challenge. October came around, and October is when I chose to implement a physical aspect to my life. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to be a bit more like actually physically active. I've been like in this rut for so long that I didn't even realize I was being so stationary. And then when I started working again, I was like, I was sitting in these chairs for so long that a back injury I had back in 2024, which I feel like was part of my whole journey. I can explain more of that later. But it started to become aggravated, and I was like, okay, I need to move my body more. So that was my next 30-day journaling challenge. Then in November, that journaling, or not even journaling challenge specifically, that challenge was about tracking and mapping the things that I just do in everyday life and the actual natural cycles that I have. Like, when do I naturally work? When do I naturally create content? When do I naturally write? Like, what times of day, what days of the week do I naturally move into these modes? And I did all of that, and I realized that, okay, I do enough of all of them, more than enough of all of them. I'm actually doing more when I'm just working on and in my natural cycles. So let me just go with that. Let me go with that and work with what's for me. Do what I need to do for me. That's when I started to do that. And then December came around, and that was the holidays. I kind of got off track with my 30-day journey and tracking, which is why end of January, as I went into January, I was like, oh, dang it, I'm kind of off track again, or not necessarily pursuing everything I'm being meant to pursue for myself right now. So let me go ahead and do another 30-day journaling challenge. I did that one for February, and I've actually already set up the one for March that I'm going to do, which is I'm going to be following through with the JAP workbook as a whole 30-day journaling challenge so you guys can see how you can use the 7 prompts that actually come with it as a full 30-day journaling challenge. And I'll be going over that on my social media so that you can see that journey for yourselves as well. But I've decided, okay, why set myself up to be back at point zero when I could set myself up to continue the progress I already have by just giving myself another 30-day challenge. Give myself something else to do for the next 30 days. And that way, this whole year long journey, this whole year long challenge for myself will be something I can look back on and see the changes. I'll see the shifts. I'll see what exactly helped me the most and why. And I'll be able to recreate those things and those feelings and those processes in the future. So, anything else that I want to say on that before we move on? Because today was today was definitely one of the days where I wanted to give you guys the information that is needed to be able to complete the prompt, but also a little bit extra of some exposition, some anecdotes from my own experience with these things so that you can understand how they actually enhance what you're doing and how you're doing things or how you're thinking. Um, and then before we go, I do want to mention that when you're coming up with your words, um, definitely try to lean more on the positive side of words or a word that is neutral. Like the word balance, that's a neutral word. We see it as a positive thing, but it's a neutral word. The word abundance, however, that's a positive word, and we see it as a positive thing, most of us. And then alignment is also a neutral word, but most people see it as a positive thing or as an unattainable thing, which is a negative. So definitely lean more towards the positives or the neutrals. I would try to stay away from words where you're saying, this is what I want to, like, if you want to release regret, I wouldn't put the word regret on your vision board. Put the word something like acceptance or forgiveness, the thing that you're actually trying to attain, not the thing you're trying to leave behind. We don't want any double negatives. We don't want any negatives at all. We don't want to subtract away from the vision that we're putting. We want to put forth and add to the vision that we're realizing. So, with that being said, definitely like, subscribe. If you feel like you've learned something or even just resonated with what's going on today, if you feel like you want to follow more of the journey or you just enjoyed the message that I gave today, then share this with somebody that you know who may also resonate or be helped by this information. It does no one any good to gatekeep knowledge that can help us all. It can literally help us all. It doesn't take away from anyone else to share with somebody else. It doesn't take away from me to share this knowledge that I have with you, to share my experiences with you. So just share the love, share the knowledge, share the wealth of emotional tools that we've been gaining here. And I, okay, yeah, so these last few days I have been closing off with something I have learned about myself. So, something I've learned about myself today is that I know more than I tell myself I know. And I have been learning to actually be okay with people seeing all of my knowledge, skills, and capabilities recently. That was something that I kind of shied away from because it put all of these undue expectations onto me that other people had. And I was a younger child when those first started coming. So of course I didn't understand that I just don't have to listen to that. But now I understand, okay, I can just share all of me, all of my capabilities and skills and who I truly am as a whole without taking on the expectations and pressures of others. But yes, that is all for today. That's what I learned about myself. I want to thank you all for being on this journey, and goodbye.